Welcome to a third and final episode of this special series on Watches and Wonders 2022, Time to Restart. In my earlier episodes, you heard about some of the exceptional timepieces that caught my attention and the trends that were set in the watchmaking world at the largest watch exhibition in Geneva, Watches and Wonders 2022. When I was at the exhibition, witnessing timepieces and the fabulous thematic brand booths, some things that I could feel all around me were happiness, joy, and realness. Happiness and joy was for obvious reasons. After meeting familiar and new faces, after 2 entire years, why do I say real? I say so because I observed that watches had colors and themes directly linked with nature. When I say nature, it also means the various other nature-inspired colors. We saw a lot of greens and blue-colored dials. Case in point, Montblanc's 1858 iced sea automatic date, Panerai submersible 44 steel Verde Smeraldo PAM 0128. In fact, IWC Schaffhausen launched an entire Top Gun collection in collaboration with Pantone, the global color authority and provider of professional color standards and trends for the design industry. The timepieces are named after natural landscapes across the globe, such as a collection named Lake Tahoe, Woodland, and Mojave Desert. Baume Mercier's Riviera coastline watch is an ode to the French Riviera. This daring timepiece features a sun-satin finish gradient night blue lacquered dial set with 96 diamonds. The diamonds portray the seaboard of the French Riviera, beckoning to an adventure from Monaco to Saint-Tropez. We caught up with Montblanc's MD, India, Mr. Neeraj Walia, who explained to us 2 collections that were inspired by nature and were launched at the exhibition. Let's hear more from him.
I would first start with the 1858 Ice Sea Automatic Date, a sports diving watch which is inspired by its beauty and captivating textures of the glacial lakes of Montblanc. It is a certified diving instrument, but along with that, the translation of the natural beauty of ice on the dial is done by an almost forgotten ancestral technique called gratte-voice as the base. It comes in about 41 mm stainless steel case, 3 different colors of blue, green, and black, all the 3 colors in which the glaciers come in the nature, are formed in the nature. It comes with this V-shaped stainless steel bracelet, which can be quickly switched and changed. And yes, it's one of the rarest and the new piece wherein the print on the dial is very unique and captures the beauty of glaciers around us. The next one I would like to emphasize on is the Geosphere chronograph in 0 oxygen, limited to 290 pieces. It's a brand new chronograph movement which is devoid of all oxygen inside the case and to be worn by our mark maker and mountaineer Nimstai Purja on his upcoming expedition to the summit of Mount Everest. The 0 oxygen eliminates all the fogging which can occur with the drastic temperature changes at high altitude and also prevents oxidation to enable components to last longer. It's powered by Montblanc's automatic chronograph movement and limited to 290 pieces is in recognition to 29,000 feet Nimstai will need to climb to reach the summit. And this as well comes with the glacial dial with gratte-voix and 3D image of Mount Everest on the case back.
Neeraj mentioned 290 pieces of the Montblanc 1858 Geosphere chronograph 0 oxygen LE290. These are already available on the shelves in India. So please do check this piece. Before I move on to the next trend, if you recall, I did mention that the color green was now bigger and stronger at the exhibition. Although the Pantone color for 2017, it still continues to rule the roost in the fashion and watchmaking industry. And for me, the green timepieces that caught my attention were Chopard's LUC XPS 1860 officer timepiece and Patek Philippe's World Time Reference 713 OR. And now on to the next trend. Astronomical watches. Astronomy plays a very important role in the timekeeping industry. Back then, before time was measured in hours, minutes, and seconds, our ancestors observed the position of the sun and moon in the sky. Obviously, watches share a bond, shall I say, an umbilical bond with astronomy. The astronomical timepieces at the exhibition all gleamed and each had a unique complication of their own. There were timepieces launched for men and women. Now, which were the astronomical pieces that caught my attention? To begin with, it's the Jaeger-LeCoultre's Master Hybris Aristica Galaxia in pink gold. It's a limited edition of 5 pieces. Its dial displays the constellations in the sky in real time. That means you can see the constellation in the sky on your wrist. Isn't it a marvelous engineered piece? Apart from the regular function, this watch is also a minute repeater. Next, Ulysse Nardin launched the executive Moonstruck World Timer. This watch can help us track the movement of moon and the sun as we observe from Earth and can also tell us the tides in the water. Besides all this, it is a world timer with 24 time zones and is equipped with day and night indicators. Insane is all I can say. The mechanism used to track the movements of the sun and the moon while on Earth in Mumbai, all of that, including mastering the art of telling time accurately. Wow! Vacheron Constantin, a brand synonymous with class and art, launched its traditional overseas perpetual calendar. It is an ultra-thin skeleton watch in 18 karat pink gold. In this watch, the day and date display are along the horizontal axis, and on the vertical axis, it shows the month indication across 4 years, while the moon phase indication is symmetrically positioned at 6 o'clock beneath an opaque glass. A must-have for the watch connoisseurs indeed, and I'm sure you would be keen to look at this watch. Check out the Instagram, check out the YouTube. For the women, Piaget launched the Limelight Gala with a blue aventurine dial that simply looked stunning in 18 karat white gold. But this one simply stole the show for me. I'm talking about Jaeger-LeCoultre Rendez-vous Dazzling Star. कहते हैं कि टूटते तारे को देखोगे तो आपकी ख्वाहिश पूरी होगी. They say that if you see a shooting star in the sky, then wish comes true. This is exactly how the Jaeger-LeCoultre team explained this watch to me. I was told, we don't know when you will see the shooting star. But if you do see the shooting star, it means your wish will come true. To the specifics of the watch, on the blue aventurine dial, the shooting star appears randomly and magically 4 to 6 times per hour. The secret of this complication is hidden in the center of the spangled dial, surrounded by diamonds. 3 superimposed discs make the shooting star appear and disappear. The spectacle is so beautiful. The wearer may decide that she wants to see the shooting star, and one can invoke the shooting star at whim. by turning the crown several times. Entirely made of blue aventurine, the dial of the new Rendez-vous Dazzling star exquisitely captures the beauty of a star-studded night sky. It has 184 diamonds weighing almost 1.47 carats. You must be wondering its price, I'm sure. It's priced at 65,000 euros, approximately 53.5 lakhs. There's also the Rendez-vous Dazzling star that comes in interchangeable straps in a sporty version. This was sheer beauty, and that is why this is also one of my many hot picks from the exhibition. Please check out my Instagram or check out Jaeger-LeCoultre's Instagram profile. You can also check out my YouTube channel to get a glimpse of this piece. I'm sure you all will agree. What I've seen and felt, as well as all the trends observed, have a strong and direct connect to nature and sustainability. From colors to straps, astronomy to materials like the lightweight titanium. I'm sure you agree with me on the real part that I mentioned earlier in the episode. Maybe this is the reason why demand for mechanical watches has increased during the last 2 years. People want to own real brands, real pieces, or genuine, authentic things. These pieces have no expiry dates and can be inherited, passed from one generation to another. While I spoke about the exceptional pieces from Van Cleef and Arpels, Cartier, Roger Dubuis, Parmigiani Fleur, and Rolex in my last episode as well, as the Rendez-vous Dazzling star from Jaeger-LeCoultre a few minutes ago, here are the balanced timepieces that made it to my list. Tag Heuer surprised me with 2 new novelties launched this year. However, it was Tag Heuer's Aquaracer Professional 200 Solograph that was amazing for me. Why? This watch uses the sun to create a timepiece whose movement integrates an innovative solar module named Solograph. What does this mean? This means there is no need for you to change the battery of the watch. It recharges with the sun or with artificial light. Talk about 100% sustainability and a watch that does not stop working. Even if the watch gets 2 minutes of artificial light, it will allow the watch to run for 24 hours. This timepiece is priced at 2,800 euros, approximately 2.30 lakhs. Another interesting element of the timepiece is the glow on the bezel in the dark, which is enabled by a material known as superluminova. The prices that I'm mentioning, incidentally, are prices without taxes. Now, local markets will attract local taxes, so those taxes are not included. Next was a surprise for not only me, but for many in the watch industry. It is Grand Seiko's Kodo Constant Force Tourbillon. This is Grand Seiko's first mechanical complication watch ever. It combines a tourbillon and a constant force mechanism as one unit on a single axis. The watch is named Kodo, the Japanese word for heartbeat. It has a power reserve of 72 hours and comes in a limited edition of just 20 pieces. Grand Seiko, born in 1960, was an initiative to excel in precision, durability, and beauty. With Kodo, this Japanese brand has won praise from all in the Swiss watch industry. I can never get tired of sharing with you the exceptional pieces and the USPs, but I cannot wrap up this episode without talking to you about 2 more pieces. First piece, Vacheron Constantin, continuing its legacy in high-end watchmaking by showcasing a contemporary re-edition of the 222 Jumbo, an iconic timepiece from the 1970s. The case is adorned with Maltese cross emblem at 5 o'clock. This is a signature of Vacheron Constantin's cross in its logo. And the last timepiece happens to be from the brand that begins with the letter Z. It wasn't planned, but if you have already guessed the brand that I'm talking about, it is Zenith. The latest version of Zenith Chronomaster Sport looks fabulous and sporty. Young men, wear this piece and add to your sporty chic look. And that was my roundup. You can all imagine the fatigue from running from one boot to the other with 54 meetings and experiencing a minimum of 500 timepieces. It enriched me more on the latest in the world of watchmaking. But I would say it was totally worth it. Every minute I was at PAL Expo, the venue of the exhibition, it only reaffirmed my love for watches. Each and every brand with their new launches raised the bar higher. And with that, it's a wrap on this special edition on Watches and Wonders 2022. Time to restart. I hope you enjoyed this special series. Write to me on podcast@anitakhatri.com and let me know what you thought of the series. Or tell me which was your favorite timepiece. Until then, make sure you subscribe to my podcast if you haven't already, so that you do not miss out on the next episode.